Hello, my name is Cynthia Paola Matute Maldonado, and today I'm going to talk about a little more the educational system in United States. The education in United States has many advantages over educational system in other countries. In addition, it is worth highlighting its methodology based on practice and not so much on theory, the flexibility that students enjoy, the ease of combining studies and sport, and many more that I will mention below. The first is dynamic classes. In the United States, classes are more dynamic and in learning thanks to the fact that teachers encourage students to intervene and be active part of the class. They do this by promoting many group activities and discussion where everyone can participate. The second one is less theory and more practice. The United States, they are very clear that in our current time, it's more important to know how to reason and find the appropriate way to solve the real life problems than to memorize the date that you probably studied the night before the exam and forget the day after. The number three is flexibility. Here you will enjoy a unique flexibility that will allow to choose subjects from a wide range so that you don't have to study subjects that will not be of any use to your in your future work. In American universities, you can choose your classes to your link, always mirroring to minimum requirements, and you will learn what interests you the most. The last one is the more personalized education. Given the flexibility American students receive, all centers have advisors. But who are advisors? Advisors are guide students so that they can pass and obtain their academic degrees. The American education system qualification in United States are scaled from use where 1 corresponds to a D, 2 to a C, 3 to a B, and 4 to a A. The calendar of educational system in the United States. The school year in the American educational system begins in late August in United States and ends in mid-May. It is divided into 2 semesters. The first fall autumn from August to December and the second in spring from January to May. And although you can also take intensive classes in winter, in the month of December and January, and in the summer from May to August. In addition, the educational system has many holidays and not school days in which you can disconnect and relax for everything in United States. Educational system in United States has compulsory education. The compulsory education in the United States covers 12 years, from 6 years, that is first grade, to 18 years, the 12th grade. And this state is characterized because it is free, public, and society-side by the different states of the United States as long as parents take their children to public schools. Higher education in the United States. Upon completion compulsory education at U.S. level of education, a student can choose to access a higher education. However, there is a problem. This education is no longer free, and also there are public universities that costs are very high. In the worst case, students are forced to ask for loans or credits since the price of American university of $50,000 a year, and despite this high cost, hundreds of scholarships offered to notable students, academic scholarships, or to students who are very good at some sport scholarship. And my partner, let's continue.
Hello everyone, my name is Scarlett Lemus. Now we are going to talk a little about the American education system. The American system puts less emphasis on analysis and studies remain generalist until the high school. Once they graduated from the high school, finally level 12. In the United States, most children attend some type of the preschool part-time, but the state facilitated education does begin until the kindergarten. And in the several student districts, kindergarten is still a part-time offer. In the early years, boys are allowed to pursue university studies, and the emphasis is on the socialization, as well the development of the simple English and math skills. Moreover, it is generally accepted that for kindergarten to the third level, boys receive an academic basis which must be applied and delivered more externally throughout the third level. The American system is generally divided into the three levels or schools. The first one is the elementary, grades the K and 5. The second is the middle, the grades the 6 and 8. And the final is the high school, the grades the 9 and 12. Offering the high school from the 7 and 8 grades illustrated. Some districts have the option of the separate grading the kindergarten for the rest of the elementary school. However, the three divisions are recognized in the different configurations that gives that districts. The American Studies project is often quite large, and the students are required to study a plurality of the subjects are English, math, science, foreign languages, history, art, song, and physical education to up to level 12. In the final 2 years from the high school to school, a student will mainly have the room in their schedules to take more lessons than necessary on areas of the particular interesting to them. They are evaluated at the end of each grade as they move to next. But the examinations used for these assignments are not national and have relatively little bearing on their progression from year to year. They may contribute to the determination of which level of the course a student may take the following year and where it will be at the most advancing or the less advanced level. There are no exams comparable to the GCSEs or A levels. And for the high school, USA students apply to the college or university, both can be for 4 years of the programs. Without a composite of the qualifications, their grades all of 4 years of the high school average into the A GPA. The grade point average results of various optional both wing march examinations, teacher recommendations, and the transcript of the personal achievements and activity US institutions of higher learning have traditional look for students who are academically accomplished, but they have sometimes a traditional to add to their community. In this way, musicians, outlets, and activities have to be great means by which to describe and showcase their achievements and interests. This is made for the complicated and time-consuming process when the students apply to university.
My name is Angie Perez. The United States, like other nations, set aside a number of days each year to commemorate events, people, or public occasion. These holidays typically are made by a general suspension of work and business activity and by public and or religious ceremonies. Let's see some of these holidays. New Year Day, January 1. Americans celebrate the beginning of a new year at home with friends and in gathering from the turning of roads period in California to the giant gathering in New York Times Square. The next holiday is birthday of Martin Luther King Jr., remodeling in January. On November 2nd, 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed legislation establishing a legal holiday honoring Martin Luther King Jr., born January 15, 1964, Nobel Peace Laureate and the individual most associated with the triumphs of the civil rights movements during the 1950s and 1960s. The next holiday is African American History Month. Its favorite national for African American History Month honors the struggles and triumphs of millions of American citizens over the most devastating obstacles, slavery, prejudice, and poverty, as well as their contribution to the nation's cultural and political life. So, the next holiday is Washington Birthday. And then 3 Monday in February. The February 22 birthday of George Washington, military leader of the American Revolution and first president of the United States, has been a legal holiday since 1885. As a number of states also celebrate the February 12th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 60th president. Some legislators adverts combining the two events in the single holiday. The final legislation required the Washington birthday holiday, but many Americans now call holiday President Days. The next holiday is Independence Day, July 3rd. The Independence Day holiday commemorates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence by the Second Continental Congress on July 3rd, 1776. The holiday was already widely observed to her, the nationwide Congress declared it a federal legal holiday in 1817. So, the next holiday is Labor Day, first Monday in September. First observed in New York City in September 1882, the Labor Day holiday commemorates the contribution of working men and women. In 1894, President Grover Cleveland signed legislation establishing the Federal Holiday Labor Union. Participation in an annual parade remains common, while for many Americans the holiday remains the unofficial end of summer and beginning of the school years. So the next holiday is Hispanic Heritage Month, September 50, October 50. Hispanic Heritage Month honors the diverse people of Spanish-speaking background in the United States from September 50 to October 50. A multitude of special programs, events, activities, and websites celebrate a heritage, cultural spirit, and extraordinary contribution of Hispanic Americans. So, the next holiday is Columbus Day. It's very important, the holiday. Second Monday in October. This holiday commemorates Christopher Columbus' first landing in the Americas on October 12, 1392. Beginning in the late 19th century, Italian Americans began to honor the day as a celebration of their heritage, as Columbus is widely believed to be Italian origin. The next holiday is National Native American Heritage Month. What started at the turn of the century as an effort to gain a day of recognition for the significant contribution the French Americans made the establishment and were they used as. As a result, in a Wallen month being designated for that purpose. So, And the next continual holiday is Veterans Day, November 11. The Veterans Day holiday is the brighter friend as Military Day, commemorating the end of the First World War on November 11. Congress proclaimed the federal holiday in 1938 and in 1954 changed the holiday name the Veterans Day in recognition of the who served during the Second World and the current conflict. And the final holiday is Christmas Day, and December 25. Most Christians celebrate the birth of Jesus of Nazareth on December 25. Before the 19th century, many Americans worked on Christmas, but in the industrial era, the holiday also began to honor universal values such as home, children, and families' life, and to incorporate secular customs like exchanging a gift and cards, and the decoration of the evergreen trees. Congress proclaimed Christian a federal holiday in 1817. Thank you very much.
Hello, Miss. I'm Kenya Castro, and today I'm going to talk about celebration in United States. Many Americans spend holidays with their friends and family, enjoying food, parties, and games. So this country is still than 250 years old, and they have made it up for their youth with an assortment of holiday that they love to celebrate. And United States have a lot of celebration, and we start with New Year's. New Year's is in December 31 and January 1st. Americans celebrate New Year's just as many other countries do. So they do have a few customs that are their also we have Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King is in third Monday of January, and Americans remember the life and death of Martin Luther King and his fight for civil rights. Surprising. And the next is Super Bowl Sunday. This is in first Sunday in February. On this day, Americans gather to watch the Super Bowl and the champion of professional American football. So, other celebration in USA is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is in February 14th, and Valentine's Day in America is celebrated with the giving of flower and chocolate. It's considered a romantic holiday. So beautiful. So the next is President Days. First Monday in February, Americans celebrate President Day in honor of the first President George Washington birthday, and he born in February 1732. We have Easter. Easter varies based on moon and spring equinox. In in celebration of many family in the United States go to church in honor of the day and Jesus was resurrected from the dead. So also we have Earth Day. Earth Day is in April. Earth Day. Earth Day is in April 22 when America celebrates the air and ocean. On this day, many communities, business, and school will work together. In United States, have an excellent day because it's the Mother's Day. It's in second Sunday in May. It's a day set aside to celebrate those who raise or give birth to youth. Also, we have Juneteenth, liberation of slaves, and is in June 19. It's a state holiday that is recognized by 32 of the 50 states. So, also, we have Labor Day. Labor Day is the first Monday in September. Most Americans celebrate this holiday to mark the end of summer as opposed for political or historical reason. And finally, we have Columbus Day. Columbus Day is in second Monday in October, anniversary of the day that Christopher Columbus, in honor to discover North America in 1492.